What's going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. This isn't a video I ever thought I'd be posting on the channel, but we're about to react to a new track off of Lil Uzi's album Pink Tape, which dropped today. So obviously we have a Bring Me feature. We also have a Baby Metal feature, which I might get to. I'm not entirely sure, but we have a Bring Me feature. And if you guys have been watching the channel, you'll know that Lil Uzi featured on one of Bring Me's recent tracks, which is a good track. I haven't gone back to it much, but it's fun. You know, it's a good collab. I mean, I don't think that Lil Uzi really made a difference on the track overall, but I'm interested to see how the dynamic changes with the, you know, vice versa of the situation. So it's now Bring Me featuring on Lil Uzi's album. So let's check it out, guys. No idea what to expect. I listened to 2 tracks off of this album earlier on, which was the 3rd track and the 4th track, which was A and Crush 'Em, and by God, was that a painful experience. 2 horrific tracks, but I have a bit of hope that Bring Me can bring some life into the album. So let's get into it. Okay, so there's no lyrics on Spotify yet, so I guess we'll just have to do the official video. Let's see. Pretty cool album artwork, gotta say. Matches my room right now.
I stare at the moon. Witness me.
This has potential straight away. I'm liking it. Has like an early 2000s kind of feel to it. Even the tonality of the guitars and everything, but we'll see how Lil Uzi... I'm surprised to Bring Me started.
I pray on my knees to my protector. Get off to the blood that was left on the scene. It was destined. I was blessed with cursing, I can't even doubt it. I was blessed with cursing, I can't even doubt it. I was blessed with cursing, I can't even doubt it. I was blessed with cursing, I can't even doubt it.
Okay, sounds like Ollie on chorus, and that was Lil Uzi on the verse. I think I can never tell the difference. It's very weird. Even in Bring Me's track with Lil Uzi on it, I couldn't tell who was who. Especially with all the distortion on the vocals. Yeah, this is definitely Ollie. I'd love to know if they're I'm guessing they're using Lil Uzi producer, because the overall instrumentation does sound a little bit... It's weird how you can kind of pick up on that it's not Bring Me's producer. I'm gonna guess it isn't. It sounds a little bit different. So it's weird to hear Bring Me through a different lens. Or to see Bring Me through a different lens, I guess, would make more sense. This kind of feels like something off of Sempiternal. It doesn't even feel like a Lil Uzi track at all. I'm surprised by how much involvement Bring Me have in this track. Okay, right. Okay, so I've listened to this track again a few times, and look, Uzi made a massively positive decision on putting Oli Sykes on what I imagine to be creative control over the chorus, because it's almost impossible to have a track with Bring Me and not get some kind of contagious hook with them, because my god, does Oli Sykes know how to write a chorus, assuming he did write it, because it does have like a lot of Bring Me feels as it is. To be honest, that was one of my main positives of this whole track, is that it feels more like a Bring Me track with a Lil Uzi feature as opposed to the other way around. Like, this could easily be on Post-Human Survival Horror, which is obviously Bring Me's last album, but overall the guitar tones and everything did actually remind me a little bit more of Sempiternal. The guitars overall were a little bit raw, so I'm interested to kind of look into seeing who actually produced this track in particular. I'm going to guess it was Lil Uzi's producer, but I would imagine he probably had some help with that, with maybe like Jordan Fish or something along those lines, because obviously it's a crossover. Maybe that producer was obviously, you know, someone who was more accustomed to producing hip-hop albums or rap albums. So I'd love to see like what the dynamic was with the production on a track like this. Obviously they have the Baby Metal feature as well. Don't know how that one went, but I might check it out at some point. But to be honest, that's like the main thing that caught me off guard straight away, is that, you know, the whole track is just like tuned down guitars. So I mean, I was kind of surprised by the fact that it was very metal and not so much a hip-hop track. I kind of had like a few worries that it would be like a mumble rap track and Oli Sykes would maybe try and do maybe a scream chorus or something a little bit more emo, but was actually more so like a Bring Me track with the Lil Uzi feature. And I'm going to go out on a limb here and make a really bold statement, but to me, the voice crack, of course, to me, this feature or this track felt a little bit like Linkin Park, whereas Lil Uzi was Mike Shinoda to Oli Sykes, who was Chester Bennington. I know that's a massive claim, but that's just the overall vibe I get from this. Kind of reminded me of Teardrops from Bring Me the Horizon, but overall a really fun track. Again, surprised by the amount of contribution that Bring Me the Horizon were, you know, allowed to have, which is actually like a massive, you know, cap tipping moments or hat tipping moments to Lil Uzi for allowing them to have that much control over the track. Massive grower. And the only thing I would say is obviously it's naturally going to be a little bit cookie cutter because it's a mumble rap album. Again, I listened to 2 tracks from it earlier on and just not my thing. I know the whole mumble rap scene is more so about the vibe and the feel of the like instrumentals, and the rapper adds that feel to it, you know, whatever. Just, I can't really get into it. I don't know what it is. The 2 tracks I listened to were just very, very cookie cutter. And this track obviously is going to fall into that bracket to a certain extent, but when the chorus and the bounce to the track overall is that fun, I don't really mind. I don't mind the cookie cutter track as long as it's something that has elements that are really, really strong and really prominent, which in this case to me is that huge chorus. So yeah, that's pretty much everything I have for this one, guys. I'm gonna rate this track a solid 8 out of 10. It's a fun collaboration, and it's great to see Bring Me doing things with you know, artists as big as someone like Lil Uzi, and you know, long may it last. I'm here for the collaborations. I'm also going to see Bring Me in January or February, maybe January I think, in Dublin, so that's going to be a lot of fun as well. Maybe Lil Uzi will show up, who knows. But yeah guys, that's all from me. If you did enjoy it, please leave a like on the video, make sure you're subbed to the channel, and yeah, thank you so much for watching. I'm signing out. Look after yourselves. See you in the next one. Cheers.